Hey guys, I'm back. I'm so sorry it's been a while since I've done a video. I actually have some, but I haven't gotten around to trying to edit them yet because I just recently started 2 new jobs and it's been a little bit crazy. And they were just kind of like whatever videos. This one I actually think will take precedence because it's very important as far as basic training in military is concerned. Um, yeah, so I'm leaving for my drill weekend on Saturday morning. Today's Thursday and I leave at like 5 a.m. on Saturday morning to go to drill weekend. And for those of you that don't know, I've not been to basic training yet, and because of that, I'm in this flight at my unit called Patriot Flight. And I don't know if that's an Air Guard thing or if it's like just specific to my unit, but they call it Patriot Flight, and it's basically anyone who hasn't been to basic training and/or technical school. Some of the members of Patriot Flight have been to basic training, but they've not yet been to technical school, so they can't really work anywhere because they haven't been trained in their job yet. So that's what I'm in, and I'm actually the flight lead, which means, sorry, I'm trying to fix the lighting a little bit for you guys. It's really weird, sorry. Um, it basically means that I have to make sure everybody in Patriot Flight's getting where they need to be going, knowing what they need to know. If they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, I drop them for push-ups. It's actually a very intimidating position to be in because this month will be my first month actually taking over, and I'm a little scared, so wish me luck. Anyway, something that's really important with Patriot Flight is making sure that you know your memory work. And I know that I've seen a bunch of other people like on YouTube ask what they need to know before basic training. You know, everybody does PT and everybody knows that you're going to learn how to march, but side note, if you want to learn how to do drill, I would definitely look it up because that's very important. Um, you will it will go a lot easier for you at basic training if you already know how to do the basic movements like attention, right face, left face, about face, forward arch, and columns. I will list those below, or I might even do a whole separate YouTube video on them. It's a complete side note. Anyway, this is a video about the memory work. So here is my Air National Guard binder. It was an old school one that was falling apart, so I put duct tape all around it. And it holds everything that I could possibly need in a weekend at Air National Guard. It's all separated up. It's got like my extra paperwork. It's got, yeah, it's got my dates. I don't know if you can see that, maybe. Yeah. So, like, here's when I leave, and this is my first technical school, and this is my apprenticeship, and, like, my out processing and stuff like that. It's got extra paper in it. It's got my medical things in it. It's got equip, which is the security. It's the website that you do your security clearance through that every single person has to do. And it has my memory work in it, which was given to me and everybody by my unit. So I'm just going to go through that and tell you, what you need to know. Okay, so here's the first thing. Can you see it? Yeah. It's the Airman's Creed. And yeah, this is just it. It's all typed out. It's not very long, but you have to make sure you know this. People that have been to basic training, the airmen that have been, have told us that you pretty much, you wake up in the morning and you go do PT and you say the Airman's Creed, and then you go to chow and you say the Airman's Creed, and then you go to class and you say the Airman's Creed. So you absolutely have to know the Airman's Creed, which again you can pretty much find anywhere. Just Google it and you'll be able to find it. This is the enlisted rank structure of the United States Air Force. I have it highlighted. I don't know if you can see. You can kind of see it. I have the different sections highlighted because we've got like airmen up here, and then NCO, and then senior NCO, and then senior NCO, and positional assignment. Positional assignment. You have to be able to know the insignia, which is right here, what you actually what you wear on your sleeve. The pig, or the title comes next right here. So we've got like Airman Basic, Airman, Airman First Class, Senior Airman, all the way through to down here we've got First Sergeant, Command Chief Master Sergeant, and Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force. This is the pay grade. So E1, E2, E3, E4, all the way through to E9. and then the abbreviation. So if you're like an Airman Basic, the abbreviation for that is AB. And then the classification, what I was saying before, where it's like Airman, NCO, Senior NCO, and Senior NCO plus positional. Gosh dang, assignment. Okay, so that's enlisted. You also have to know officer side. So I also have this highlighted off because since we've got company grade officer, field grade officer, and then general / flag officer. So it goes all the way from second lieutenant all the way up to a 4-star general, and it's the exact same thing. You have to know the insignia, you have to know the title, the pay grade, the abbreviation, and the classification. You have to know all of this. You have to know, this is actually our old chain of command. We just got a new one that I'm working on memorizing. But this is the chain of command. It goes all the way from the President of the United States all the way down to, well, on our new one, it goes right down to the Patriot Flight Commander. And it goes through like our national chain of command. It goes through Air National Guard chain of command, then Indiana chain of command, and then our flight specific chain of command. You have to know all of it, and that's close, probably about 40 people that you have to know. You have to know their position, their grade, you have to know their face. Like, you have to be able to recognize them in a picture. So yeah, really important that you know your chain of command. That's the thing I struggle on the most, just because it's so much, and I've got so many. There's so many different aspects to it. So yeah, chain of command. We also know the Lackland Air Force Base chain of command. Which most of these things I'll probably post links to down below, so you don't have to go like searching for it. I'll give it to you. Okay, and then we've got the Air Force song, and when I went to the Air Force Academy for a summer, and they made you learn the entire Air Force song. This is just, I consider it one stanza, apparently they consider it two, from up until the first Nothing Will Stop the U.S. Air Force, and you have to know the tune that it's sung in as well, and no, I will not be singing that for you. And then the last thing, they call this the Little Blue Book, even though it must be blue at basic training because it's not blue, the one they gave us, but it is the United States Air Force core values, and it's like this, and it's opened up. It's three pages, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4 pages, and it goes through and it talks about the 3 core values, and it goes in depth on them, I guess. So yeah, you've got right here the important things, the things that we only get quizzed on are right here. Oh, come on. Integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all that we do. Those are the 3 core values you have to know. I've never been quizzed on anything besides those that's in this book, but it's still, I don't know if you can find this on Google, but still at least know the 3 core values. And that's the last of what I have in my memory work. So yeah, that's what I would work on. Airman's Creed, very important. Chain of command, very, 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 very important. And grade. Like, Airman Basic all the way up until 4-star General. You have to be able to know all of it. There's an app that I have on my iPod that helps. It's got a bunch of memory work on it, and it's got a little bit more than that on it. But it's got like a game for the insignia and the grades, so that it'll show up like 4 different insignia, and you have to pick which one is Airman First Class or whatever. So it's good, and I will post the name of that below as well. So that's pretty much it. Just make sure that you're studying before you go to basic training in the same way that if you can pass all of your PT before you go to basic training, if you could get most of your memory work in. Now, I mean, there's a huge thick book that you have to know, but if you can learn the basics of it, then you at least don't have to stress about it when you first get there. So that's all the time I have, and I really hope this helps, and I'm going to try to edit my videos for you to make them a little bit higher quality. I hope I can figure out how it works, and good luck. Talk to you later. Bye.